So today we went to the library. My kids had a library event. It's a monthly event that we go to and they enjoy. And we always do a potty break before we leave because, we have kids. And when my husband took them, that meant I got to go look at the books they have for sale that supports the library, the sales. And if anything, right now we need to be supporting our libraries. Our local libraries need our support, need our patronage. So I got 4 books. Well, 2 for me, 2 for my husband, none for my kids. And that's wild because usually whenever I get books, like 90% of them are for my kids. But yeah, so I thought I would show you what I got. Also, it's wild, but now you can scan a QR code to make your donation, and they have suggested donation amounts, and they were 50 cents a piece, and we got 4 books. So 4 books for $2 that supports the library. Okie dokie. But it's just so crazy because when I used to buy used books at the library, they had a lockbox and you would roll up your dollar or drop in your dime, and now it's a QR code. But anyway, let's see what we got. So first, I don't know these books for myself. I read the back and said, sure. They weren't on like my TBRs or anything, but when they're 50 cents and going to help the library, I'll take the risk. So the first one is Somewhere in France, a novel of the Great War by Jennifer Robson. And if you've read it, what did you think of it? Like I said, I've never heard of it. So that's the first book. And then the second book is The American Adventuress, a novel, the heiress from New York who dazzled London by C.W. Gortner. Apparently he wrote Mademoiselle Chanel, which I don't think I've read. I've read other books about Chanel, but I don't think I've read that one. So here is this one. Again, I just read the back and said, sure, why not? So that'll be going in my book box because, as I said to my family, I don't have enough books. I have plenty of books. But I think this is an okay bad habit to have. Sure. And then I put these 2 books aside for when my husband returned to see if he wanted them, and he took them. So they are 2 Star Wars books. We have Star Wars Master and Apprentice by Claudia Gray. And then this one is Star Wars Crucible by Troy Denning. I think he said he heard of this one, but he did not hear of this one. And at first he wasn't going to get it, but again, it's 50 cents. So we can take the risk. So that's what we got at our local library's little used book area. So does your library have a little used book area? The libraries that are the county and our local city one, they host like a once a year used book sale, but they always have like a bookshelf of books, and you can just go in and donate the books to go there. And I always look at them. But this time I found something. All right. I hope you're doing okay, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Well, it's just a little bit embarrassing. Before I even got a chance to post the video that you're going to see before this little add-on, we went to 2 libraries for events, and I found stuff. My husband did too, so it's not just me who's guilty. So we went to a library event this morning. So when I'm filming this is Wednesday. And again, now that they have the QR code that we can scan and pay through a donation amount, makes this so much easier and so much more dangerous. But I found a book that was actually on my wish list, my TBR list. And I love when that happens, when I can find it out in the wild used. Then it means it's meant to be. So this is The Ice Cream Queen of Orchard Street by Susan Jane Gilman. And it's a historical fiction, of course. And isn't that just such a neat cover? I don't know. I just like this color. I just like it. And then after I did my little browsing, my husband went over and he found something which I was happy about. He found a Stephen King book that he has not read. The Dark Tower, The Gunslinger. And both books are like in amazing condition. The people who are donating their books are donating them like barely cracked open, you know? So 50 cents a piece for that, and happy to give our money to the library. And then we went to another library later in the day because my son was looking for the first in a manga series that his friend is reading. And it was at a library down the street from us, kind of. So how can we say no to going to another library when your child wants a book? And I looked what they had, and all libraries also have DVDs, CDs, magazines. Back in the day when I was a kid, VHS tapes. Don't see that too much anymore. But I found this, and we read about Betty White last year, and we watched Golden Girls. So this is Life with Elizabeth, 6 classic TV episodes. It looks like it might have been colorized. So yeah, I thought it was from 1952 to 55. So I don't think this was done in color. I mean, Lucy wasn't, and they colorized some I Love Lucy's. So this will be a fun night when we have dinner in the living room and watch something on TV. Again, 50 cents. Can't go wrong with that. So this is my embarrassing tag on. But really, I mean, there are worse things to spend our money on. Right? Right. Bye.